morning dear students, welcome back to our online class. So in last class we are discussing about some important questions related to the first chapter, that is chemical reaction and equation. So in today's class we are going to extend the same concept with the new questions. So dear students, let's discuss some few more questions related to the first chapter itself. Okay, so let's begin. So here the first question is write one example for each of the decomposition reaction carried out with the help of electricity, heat and the light. Okay, so this is our first question in the 15th A, B. Okay, so first we will solve the 15th A itself, that we have to give one example for the decomposition reaction carried out with the help of electricity, heat and the light. Okay dear students, so just recall what we have learned in the decomposition reaction. So any one of the example you can write in the decomposition reaction, because they have not mentioned the reactant. So they have just asked about the in the presence of electricity, in the presence of heat and in the presence of light. So I have chosen only three examples for showing these three properties. So first I have shown with the help of electricity. So electricity is nothing but the electrolysis process. So by the electrolysis process you can break the bonds. Decomposition is nothing but the breaking of the bonds. Okay, so 2H2O, it is nothing but the water molecule. With the help of electricity you can going to be converted into hydrogen gas and the oxygen. Okay, so this is the one of the decomposition process with the help of electricity. Okay, and next question is calcium carbonate. Okay, as we have discussed this decomposition reaction, calcium carbonate, the example of CaCO3. So in the presence of heat, by applying heat, what happens? It can be converted into calcium oxide and the calcium carbon dioxide, calcium oxide and the carbon dioxide. So this is the second example. This is the second example of decomposition reaction. Okay, so third example about the silver bromide. Okay, so what is the formula of silver bromide? That is the AgBr. Okay, so what is the formula of silver bromide? That is the AgBr. Ag means silver, Br means bromide. Okay, so here 2AgBr is going to be separated by the help of sunlight, that is the photolysis process. Okay, AgBr. So it is possible to these three things. Okay, so with the presence of sunlight, that is the photolysis process, silver bromide can be separated in the form of silver and bromide. Okay, so these three are the example. Except these answers also you can write any kind of the decomposition reaction. So sometimes such easy questions also can be asked. Okay, so the next question is copper can displace silver from AgNO3. So dear students, what is the second question we have to discuss here, that which of the following statement is correct and why copper can displace silver from a silver nitrate and silver can displace copper from copper sulfate solution. So just analyze this situation what in the question has given here. So copper means what is the element representation of copper? That is the Cu, and which nitrate solution is given here? That is the silver nitrate. So what is the formula of silver nitrate? That is the AgNO3. Okay, so it is possible to displace this Ag? Yes, it is a possible. Go through the reactivity series of the metal, you will get the reactivity series of the elements there. The copper is most reactive metal compared to the Ag, so copper will going to be displace the Ag. So here the bond formation you can form here, that is the copper nitrate. Okay, and silver going to be separated here, silver going to be separated here. So this is the second example of double displacement reaction. Double displacement is different. Is it a example of displacement reaction? Okay, now go for the next example. So which products will be obtained when lead nitrate? So just recall what is the formula of lead nitrate. Lead means Pb, nitrate means NO3. Okay, yeah, nitrate means NO3. So it will going to heat. Okay, it is heated simply. Then write the balanced chemical equation for the reaction. State the type of chemical reaction that occur in the changes. So what happens? You have to write the balanced chemical equation. So in the lead monoxide, okay, lead monoxide. So what is the formula here? Lead nitrate, that is the PbNO3, okay, PbNO3 twice. So when it is heated, what happens? It will get as a lead oxide, and next is the nitrogen dioxide. Why it is nitrogen dioxide? Because the oxygen molecule is 2 and later on oxygen gas will be liberated. So this is the products we are going to form here by referring this statement. Okay, so lead nitrate, when it is heated, what happens? It will going to separated here nitrogen dioxide, lead oxide and the oxygen. So it is one of the example of thermal decomposition reaction. So dear students, if the previous question itself what we have discussed, give the example of thermal decomposition. So this is the example of thermal decomposition reaction. This also you can write there. Okay. Now next question is, write a balanced chemical equation for the following reaction. So here silver bromide on exposure to sunlight decompose into silver and bromine. So first example, already we have discussed that how the AgBr it can be decomposed by the sunlight. Okay, it can be decomposed by the sunlight. So what are the products we are going to form here? That is the Ag and Br2. Okay, so this is the one example of thermal light decomposition. Okay, so next question is sodium metal. Okay, what is the sodium representation? Sodium, it reacts with the water. Okay, it is a water, that is the H2O, to form sodium hydroxide. So dear students, already I have explained in the last class itself how the mechanism will going to takes place here. Sodium having the +1 valency and H2O, it will going to be separated as H plus OH minus. Okay, so the particles of or the molecules of water, it will going to be dissociated in the form of H plus OH. So this Na will going to make the bond formation with the OH. So resultantly what you will get, that is the NaOH. So this is the example where the sodium metal is reacts with water to form a sodium hydroxide and the hydrogen gas. Okay, so dear students, whatever statement has given here, just you have to be convert into which form? That is the chemical representation form. After representation form, what you have to observe, whether the molecules are balanced or not, or if it is not balanced, then you have to go for the balancing. Okay, so this is the one of the example. Okay, now let's go for the next question. So identify the type of reaction in the following equation. Okay, totally 4 of the equation has given here. So sometimes what happens, the question can be asked for 4 marks, that which type of reaction is going on here. So CH4 plus 2O2 CO2 plus 2H2O. So what happens, which type of example you can observe here? In the first example, second one is the PbNO3 plus 2Ki, it will going to be make as a PbI2 plus 2KNOOS. Third example, that is the KO plus 2H2O, it gives the calcium hydroxide. Fourth one is the copper sulphate plus zinc, it will gives us a ZnSO4. Okay, so dear students, let's start with the fourth example. Why? Because it is very easy. So CuSO4 is a copper sulphate. So how we can say that whether the zinc is displaced or not? By the helping of reactivity series of the metal. So zinc is more powerful than the copper. Okay, so what happens, copper will going to displace here and zinc will make a bond formation with the sulphate. Okay, so you will get as a salt. Next is the combination reaction. How it going to be say as a combination reaction? So just go for the combination definition, where the reactants will going to form a make a only one product. Okay, so it is the calcium oxide plus water which going to be convert into calcium hydroxide. So this is the example of which reaction? Combination reaction. Third one is the PbNO3 and Ki. Then what, you just go for the definition of double displacement reaction. Then what happen? The ions will going to exchange there. So Pb will going to make a bond formation with the I, and NO3 will going to make the bond formation with the K. So what happens? Resultantly what you will get? That is the PbI2 plus 2KNOS. Okay. So here you can observe here which type of example it is. It is the double displacement reaction as well as the precipitation reaction. So usually keep in your mind, what do you mean by the double displacement reaction? That is the precipitation reaction itself. Precipitation means you here the substance you will get in the form of curd. Curd means not a curd, curdy like nature. Okay, so it is almost semi solid. Okay, so fourth example is combustion reaction and the oxidation reaction. Okay, so what happened? The arrow mark is missing here, so just you have to write as a CH4 plus 2O2 gives. Okay, so just go for this thing that you have to add here one arrow mark. So you will get as a CH4, that is the, it will going to react with the oxygen, you will get as a carbon dioxide and H2O. So arrow mark is missing here. So dear students, while writing the equation, just keep in your mind that you have to add here one arrow. So one arrow is missing. So which type of reaction? It is the combustion reaction and the oxidation reaction, where the carbon is gaining the oxygen, and it is the example of oxidation reaction. Okay. Now let us start with the next example. Write a balanced equation for the reaction between the magnesium and the hydrochloric acid. So dear students, actually this concept is related to metals and the non-metal concept. There we are going to learn how the metal is reacting with the acid. So dear students, keep in your mind, when the metal is reacting with the acid, the example you will get as a, the product form you will get as a always a one salt. Okay. So this Cl will going to make a bond formation with the Mg, and H2 gas is going to be formed there. So just keep in your mind, when the metal is reacting with the acids, you will get answer as a salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay. So this is also one of the type of displacement reaction itself, but just keep in your mind, when the metal is reacting with the acid, always gives a salt with the hydrogen gas. Okay. Now let us take our next example. What is the colors of ferrous sulfate crystals? Okay. So how this color changes after heating? So here color of ferrous sulfate. So this is the first question and this is the second question. Okay. So here answer is with you. The color of ferrous sulfate is pale green. So usually the ferrous or iron is green in color. Okay, keep in your mind, iron is in a green in color. So what happened? The color of ferrous sulfate is pale green. The color of changes to reddish brown on heating due to the formation of iron oxide. So here what happens? The ferrous sulfate crystals, if it is going to be heated, so what is the color you will get here? That it will going to change the green into brown. Okay. So this is the example of how the color is going to change here. So it is the, you can say, observe here, the change in color, that state is change in color. Okay. So this is the second question, that give an example each for thermal decomposition. So dear students, you can observe any kind of the examples already in the first question itself. We have discussed this concept. So again I am not going to repeat here, just you take it as a extra example for thermal decomposition reaction. Okay. So let us take a next question. Okay, it is very easy as well as little bit confusing also. The following diagram displays a chemical reaction. So some reactions is going on here, but we have to analyze that which type of reaction. So you have to observe carefully and answer the following questions. So you can observe here a dish is kept in the sunlight. So in the dish what happened, the substance is given as silver chloride. So you have to be identify the type of chemical reaction, that which type of chemical reaction is going on and whether the color will change or no, or you have to write the chemical equation for the reaction that takes place. Okay, and as well as you have to mention one commercial use of this salt. Okay, so totally 3 types of question. So it is in the presence of sun. Okay, so here if silver chloride is there, just do the connection between the light and the silver chloride. Okay, so it is the example of light decomposition. Okay, or you can say as a photochemical decomposition reaction. So it is the compound breaks down into simpler substance in the presence of light are called as the photochemical decomposition reaction, and the color of salt will change from white to gray. Okay, so what happens, usually it was in a white color, but now after the photochemical reaction it will going to change in a gray color. So you just go for the writing equation. So AgCl after the kept in the sun, what happened with the help of photochemical reaction, photochemical decomposition reaction, it will going to convert as a Ag and chlorine gas. Okay, and as well as where we are using this silver chloride is used in the photography. Okay, so you can observe such type of example. So here last question is, what is Rensidity? So today's concept, it is the last question. In next class we are going to start the new concept. Okay, so what is Rensidity means, mention any 2 ways by which Rensidity can be prevented. So just dear students, it is related to corrosion concept itself. So the process in which taste and smell of the food gets spoiled is called as the Rensidity. So this is the definition of Rensidity. Why it happens? It happens due to the oxidation. So in last class we have taken a simple example about the Lay's packet, how the nitrogen gas is spilled there to prevent the Rensidity of the product. Okay, so what happens if we are applying the nitrogen gas, we can prevent that. Okay, so prevention from Rensidity, how we can prevent it. So antioxidants are added to fatty acids to prevent oxidation. Example, chips are packed in the presence of nitrogen gas which prevents spoilage by the oxidation. So at that time what happened, the food will not going to leave their taste and better smell. So it is one of the example of to prevent the Rensidity. And next is, food should be kept in a airtight container in the refrigerator. So if the food if you are keeping in the refrigerator in an airtight container, then also you can prevent the Rensidity. So these are the some questions we have discussed today. In last class we have solved some questions. In today's class we have solved some questions. So when schools will open, again we will going to solve some questions. So just be ready, because how much questions you are solving, that much interest as well as knowledge you will gain. Okay, so dear students, in next class we will start with the new concept. So till that time just go through and complete your notes also, so it will going to help in the examination. Take care, have a good day, bye bye.